Oh yeah, guess who's back? G'day guys, it's me, Ash, better known as the Random Six here on YouTube, and guess what? I'm finally back, and before I go any further, big shout out to none other than this guy. Yep, that's right. Big thanks to you, Sal. If it wasn't for you, we wouldn't be basically viewing this video today, because he was kind enough to actually go out of his way to travel to his local Kmart store, pick me up these figures, send them to me for next to nothing, and yeah, you know, for that my appreciation will be shown as I send you this guy in the mail, so look out for that. Thanks very much, buddy. Let's get a look here. Now, I'm just doing this just real quick. I'll give you guys a look, because I went through it pretty quickly in the beginning there. This is the revamped Jakks UFC Series 1 Deluxe figures. Now, I'm kinda on the fence about overall how I feel, you know, well, not only about the series, but also about this, you know, I mean, the entire series as a whole, you know, what I'm trying to say here. But, you know, altogether, this series, to be the whole revamping of the, you know, the product and trying to introduce us something new, it doesn't really have a lot new. Actually, it has the same revamped packaging, which, you know, why revamp it now and call it Series 1 when we already have packaging like this, and I think it says Series 8, 7 or 8 on it, yeah, so that's kinda weird. But even more so is that there's only this guy, California Kid, Uriah Faber, and this man, Jon Bones Jones, that epic UFC title there. I have many of them. Too many, actually. I find some in my socks sometimes. I don't know what's going on. But anyway, those are the only two new fighters to the series, or to the entire series, I should say now, because, you know, we're back at Series 1 again. Man, they're really confusing. I really hate when companies do this. Like, it's such a, you know, a stupid thing. Like, even when it comes to like naming stuff, like numerically, the whole system is out of whack. It's all very chronologically confusing. But anyway, so I just want to take a quick look at these figures, which my good buddy Sal had sent me out, and you know, I just gotta say I like it. You know, nevertheless, I do like them. But for this to be the defining series that brings them all back, and you know, it's not really that major, because, you know, we already have a Rashard, we already have a GSP, and we already have a Guida. But nevertheless, we'll take a look at these guys. Start off with Rashard over here, my boy Sugar Rashard Evans. You know, I really like this figure. Only problem, which I'll get to finally, with Jon Jones, because I don't want to say it straight away. Maybe if you hang on to this little hint I'll give you, I don't like about these figures, but nevertheless, keep moving forward. Hold on to that little hint there. Rashard, I like him. He's got the Predatorian, you know, short tights on, the wrestling tights, and you know, I think it looks really good. Very similar to his Series 0 figure, but yeah. And I'll also mention that after this video, I'll be posting a part 2, which basically I'll unbox the videos and show you the comparison to the figures which already exist, you know. So, you know, like Rashard here is a repaint, there's already an original figure of him. But yeah, anyway, we'll move forward. I really like that Rashard, definitely went a lot better overall compared to the previous Rashard. But there's just one problem I kind of have with him and Jon Jones that don't really make them that accurate. Anyway, I'm making it such a build-up thing. I'm going to make it look really bad. But anyway, Uriah Faber, the California Kid, as you see there, sporting the braids, very nice. Black trunks, kind of basic. Those Form athletic trunks. Would have been cool if we got like a headband as an accessory. I know on the round 5 figures, you know, they usually give him a shirt and stuff on the limited edition ones, and you know, and on the actual figure they actually did sculpt like a headband on him, so that would have been cool, you know, just something different, or at least you know, a headband similar to the one that the GSP Fan Expo exclusive had, something like that. Anyway, Uriah Faber looks pretty good. He's got that new Frankie Edgar body sculpt, and I think it's very fitting on him. The only problem I might have with him is that I don't know how he actually stands as opposed to, just quick look, Jon Jones over here, because you know, Uriah Faber is incredibly short. I think he's only about like maybe 5'4", 5'6", 5'6", yeah. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see how he stands against someone against like Jon Jones, who's I think 6'4". So yeah, anyway. And then moving forward, camera back down here. George St. Pierre, he is not impressed with your performance. Sorry guys, it's my bad GSP impression. I'm working on a French Canadian impression. I'm pretty good with my impressions, I think. Well anyway, I'll let you be the judge. This is GSP, very, very similar to his 2-pack figure with Matt Hughes, who Matt Hughes was sporting the grey trunks. Very, very similar. However, the detail is definitely at its very best on the shorts. The paint, and you know, the one thing I really like about this the Jakks UFC figures is as they progress and continue to releasing figures, I'm very impressed by the quality of the paint that we're actually seeing on these figures. It definitely looks like well worth what we're paying for. However, it would be nice to see some accessories with these figures. You know, the only major accessory being the title belt here with Jon Jones, and even 5 figures altogether as a series is still kind of, you know, it's not all that much. I expect to see at least 7 or 8 in total, and at least 3 new figures, not constant repaints. But oh well. Anyway, GSP looking at his best. New head sculpt as well, that needs a mentioning. And I think, just from looking from the outside, and I did look at my other figure, and this one side by side, it's definitely a lot better. Very, very accurate. What I would have liked to see though, however, is just a like probably the chin strap, you know, a light fade with his hairline that goes like, because he has that signature chin strap which you see a lot at, you know, interviews and weigh-ins and whatnot. So yeah, but nevertheless, I think that's the best GSP. Like I said, paint quality is phenomenal. Yeah. Moving forward, we've got Clay Guida. Now, once again, the paint quality, I'm probably going overboard with these guys, but I just want to say it is phenomenal. Take a look. Muscle Farm logo, very bright up front there. You know, safe auto. What is that, DBS? Okay, cool. Anyway, he has a tremendous amount of tattoos that are pretty much like along his back and on his biceps and whatnot, which will be great to look at. I can't really see too much inside the pack there, but like I said, we'll take these bad boys out and get a look at them. Only gripe I really have about this figure is that, of course, his hair. I have a look. You can't really tell from the box here, but his hair is actually got like grey, blondish streaks in it. And once again, like I did the side by side of his original figure, it's not all that well. Like even in the, you know, the image you see here of him, he has like dark, you know, wet, streaky hair. Kind of looks like a bit of a professional wrestler. Maybe in another life. But anyway, yeah, and it's not represented there at all. However, new body sculpt. He has that same Uriah Faber / Frankie Edgar body sculpt. And I think it's pretty impressive, quite fitting actually. So it definitely makes the figure worthwhile because you know, it's different that it has a different body to it as opposed to the other body. But anyway, like I said, I'll get to the comparisons in the next video. And finally, Jon Bones Jones, the man who's taking the world by storm, no doubt. And of course, you know, rightfully so. Very impressive stoppages over very notable fighters. I'm not even going to give a mention to who those guys are. You should just know he's impressive. But I have to say, I'm not really a fan of his ever since he's kind of taken the belt, because yes, I do believe there is a cocky side to him. But then again, that's just my opinion. I do wish him all the success in the world, and yeah, you know, it's just great because it's guys like him that are really shining a light in the UFC. So, you know, I don't really dislike him all that much. He's just not my personal favorite at the moment. But hey, that's the UFC for you. You know, it's kind of a bit like professional wrestling. I used to watch it when I was younger, and there's so much drama to it. The stuff is near identical. But, you know, honestly, to compare it to today's professional wrestling, it is awful. Seriously, I tried watching WWE the other day. Man, that shit is bad. They need to get some better writers ASAP, son. Anyway, I rambled too much. This much we already know. The title belt is the only accessory you get with it. Now, the gripe I wanted to get to on Jon Jones and Rashard. They are too damn dark. There's no way that's the actual complexion of Jon Jones. He's not that dark skinned. This is like serious. He looks like just dark. Like this is like Czech Congo dark, like Nigerian dark. Not fitting at all because they're not that really dark. I know I've seen these guys compete. I just think that's a pretty poor thing to have. Just so I think you guys need to lighten up in the colors. Don't quite really represent Jon Jones too much. The shorts, phenomenal. I think those are excellent shorts to pick. It's a great event actually. UFC 128. I think that was when he fought Shogun and won the title. I think so. Yeah. Well, anyway, comes with the title, so possibly so. I didn't show you guys the back, so I'll probably show you the back. Oh, and actually, as well, what I think of the head, he actually kind of looks like Wesley Snipes in Demolition Man. That don't really look all that much like Jon Jones. So. I'm just saying. Anyway, let you be the judge. Okay, and there we go. The back on all these, they're all pretty much very similar. I'll just show you. Guida as well. They've just got like, the range there to choose from, including the fighter of which you purchased. The little, image there of, just a little pose they've captured. Pretty cool. And little in-depth stats about, Guida. And Jon Jones as well. And it's good because it's just little informative stuff, because I'm sure that the target crowd right now is, the teenage kids or, even younger kids who are probably buying WWE figures or, might be uninterested in that and see these guys and, might get hooked. So it's good because it gives them a little insight as to, okay, this guy I've got, he's a wrestler and, blah, 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 he's good at his submissions. But anyway, great figures. Thanks once again, cannot thank you enough to Salvador, Los Angeles. Once again, I will give you a shout out, let everybody see your channel, my whole, 2 figures I think, yeah, what am I talking about, 2 figures, 2 viewers. Anyway, I'm losing my mind, I gotta go guys, but yeah, I'm gonna be doing more videos, so stay tuned and enjoy, take care, bye.